It's an all-American place of beauty and tradition. A historic place built by a man who had a clear view of the future. A special place in the heartland where the game of golf was able to grow and prosper. And a place where all are welcome. This place is Clearview Golf Club.
I want Clearview to have meaning for everybody because we started Clearview for a reason. Clearview has a more to it than the average person has. It's for everybody. And it used to be that this was so much prejudice and hate in the country. And they didn't want you to play this place. I was captain of my high school golf team. We played all the courses in the county. After I graduated, we wasn't permitted to play anything, wasn't permitted to play in any tournament.
You know, in 1946, certainly my father wasn't able to play golf many places, and so that's initially how Clearview was created, to provide an opportunity for everyone, no matter the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the color of your face, or what religious beliefs you had.
Bill wanted to play golf after he served in World War II, but was only allowed to play on 2 local courses. He tried to get a loan to buy some farmland that was for sale in order to build his own golf course, but was consistently turned down by bank after bank. Finally, with the financial support of his brother and 2 local African-American doctors, his determination paid off, and he bought the property in September of 1946. When it came time to name the golf course, they stood on the old 7th Tee Hill and surveyed their new purchase.
We were up on the hill and said, gee, this is a clear view. I said, it certainly is.
I think there's a lot of symbolism into it if you think about it, you know, because it just sort of, you know, it's a clear view of where you want to go in life, you know, of maybe being a visionary, a clear vision of where you want to go. And I think that probably had a lot to do with what he was doing. He certainly was driven to do the things that he did and to, you know, build a clear way for people.
In between working nights as a security guard, and with the help of his family and friends, Bill Powell shaped the land to his own vision, opening the first 9 holes to the public in April of 1948. 8 years later, Bill bought out his original 2 partners and added another 52 acres of land to expand the course to 18 holes.
Bill Powell is a perfectionist, and he's influenced all of us that way. He wants it done right, and he wants it done properly. And I think his foundation with Renee, from being very small, from 3-4 years old, growing up into a young woman, he insisted that everything is done with precision, and you do everything in a way that you can be proud of it. When he was building this course, every rock, every tree, everything was important to him. And that's the kind of legacy that he passed on to Renee also. He used to tell us as young people, pride is cheap. You don't have to be rich to have pride. And he instilled that in Renee, he instilled that in all of us, that whatever you would do, you wanted to be the best, and you wanted it to be the best. So Bill Powell was sort of the rock that many of us still stand on in our careers, because he set a great example of perfection and of introspection.
You have to realize that when I went into the service in 1942, there were 2 separate armies. There was the black and the white army. And when we went south, we were in segregated coaches.
Renee also had to be strong in the face of racism.
You got a child out on tour getting threat letters in their mail, everything, all kind of telephone calls. There is nobody gonna be hardened to that.
Renee took the high road and turned the negative into a positive. As the PGA head professional at Clearview, she helps everyone be a better golfer and promotes the game all over the world.
I wanted her to have the opportunities that I didn't have. And she took the golf like a duck takes the water.
I love the game of golf. And like I said, it's something that has taught me a lot of lessons. I think it's helped me to blossom as a person. Golf all started right here at Clearview, yeah, for me. And I started playing the game when I was 3 years old, and my dad put a golf club in my hand, and I didn't really get serious about the game until I was about 10, and played my first tournament at the age of 12. Well, I played a lot of junior golf tournaments, and a lot of the players that I played junior tournaments with ended up being going through playing collegiate golf together and then on the tour. So I played junior golf, collegiate golf, where I captained the women's golf team when I was at Ohio University and later at Ohio State University. From there, continued to play amateur golf, and then in 1967 turned pro. But I'd also played in a number of tournaments as an amateur with the LPGA Tour.
Growing up on a golf course helped Renee deal with the pressure she would feel later as a touring professional. Competition as a youngster encouraged Renee and many others to pursue a career in golf.
My parents had junior golf tournaments here because there weren't very many girls around, very many tournaments for girls to play in. There were girls that didn't have a place to play. And so as a youngster, they started a golf tournament, and for boys and girls. And there were a number of girls from down around Youngstown area and Cleveland up north and sort of all around that competed. There were a couple of the ladies that ended up turning pro. One played on the LPGA Tour before I did. But I think those tournaments were the ones that put the most pressure on me because I felt that I had to win.
After playing on the LPGA Tour for 13 years, Renee began teaching golf overseas and became an ambassador of the game to the people of Africa. She returned to the United States in 1988 and in 1995 went back to where it all started, taking over as Clearview's head professional. Renee was elected into PGA membership in 1996. Renee is known as one of America's top golf instructors and one of the most decorated PGA of America professionals in the country. In 2003, the PGA honored Renee with the prestigious First Lady of Golf Award. She is also known for her numerous TV appearances.
This is Renee Powell. She's the golf professional at Clearview Golf Club in Ohio. Hi, Renee.
Hello.
You've been working with Annette here. How's she doing?
Annette's doing great. We talked a little bit about balance and about posture, and she was a skier, so she knows about balance. And she wants to play a little bit of golf so she can play with her husband.
It's very special for me because, Clearview is such a very, very special place. I mean, nobody, I certainly never thought of it, 50 years ago as being a National Historic Site, but here it is now, designated by the Department of Interior as a National Historic Site on the National Registry.
Keeping Clearview Golf Club running smoothly is a family affair. Renee's younger brother Larry is Clearview's course superintendent, a position he has held since 1971. His achievements have been recognized by NASA and the Golf Course Superintendents Association. Larry oversees any maintenance and changes on the course, including current renovations, which include introducing new grasses that will withstand heat and stress, building a 1.4-acre lake that will support a new automated irrigation system, extending 3 holes, renovating the greens, and enlarging the practice and tee areas.
Clearview is very important to the family. We've all sacrificed here, and the fact that we've sacrificed and still here and going through this, it's extremely important. My mother's passed since '96, but we've all contributed and all stood strong on trying to make a facility that's open to the public, and now we're a nonprofit and a foundation that can give to people and work with people of all types.
Clearview Golf Club is America's course and is acclaimed for being the first and only golf course designed, built, owned, and operated by an African American.
At one time, a society tried to deny this sport to me, so I want to make sure that no young person ever is ever denied this tremendous opportunity to participate in this great game of golf.
My father and mother built the course, and we both grew up here. And for her growing up here, and then she started her golf here, and started playing this course, the first course she ever saw. And she got used to this course, and it worked the course, and the course is really part of the family itself. It's part of the environment she was in all the time, and so it was just second nature to her, and it was just his home.
One way the Powell family gives back to the community that helped them build Clearview is by hosting a magnitude of charitable events, including an annual celebrity tournament and a Pro-Am featuring LPGA Tour players. In addition, 2 annual scholarships have been established by the Tiger Woods Foundation in honor of the Powells. The William and Marcella Powell Scholarships reward graduating high school seniors who have overcome obstacles and maintained academic standards.
As you get a little older, you realize, what life is about and what your family is about and what your parents have done and the contributions that they have made, not just to our area here, which has 4 traffic lights, in our small village here, but the contributions they've made to our state, to our country, and to the world of providing opportunities for many, many people, and also showing that in the creation of this course, it's something that you can do, and if you have a dream, then to follow your dream. And I guess it's the same sort of thing that has taken my life and things that I have learned and things that I've grown from and taken from my family, and now trying to pass those on to other young people.
Hey, that's good.
Jesse Owens, who was a great inspiration to me, once said, "If the black man is owed a debt from the past, he owes a debt too. He owes the men who have come before him, the ones who helped personally, and the many more who helped by standing up and not copping out when it counted. He owes it to a lot of men, as yet unborn, who will stand up in the future in a world that isn't gutted by hatred. He owes it to be the best in himself. Because the battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. Life is the real Olympics."
Well, I would never let it go. Once you get into something and put your whole life in it, 50 plus years in it, and you plant so many trees, it's part of you. And we want to live forever.